When it comes to chasing your goals, there are three main things that hold people back, stop people from accomplishing their dreams, aspirations, and their main goals. So, until you fix these three things, and you can't until you know what they are, you're never going to reach your goals as quick as you may like to. But starting off with as quick as you would like to, that brings me to my first one, which is you're too focused on the end result. You're too focused on the straight up outcome, just the reward, just the product at the end instead of the actual time, the actual process, the learning curve, everything it takes to get there. You want to skip all of that and go straight to the end result. But think about it. If you have someone who is broke and they became rich by working hard, putting in the time, and then you have someone who's rich, they were just born rich, they've always been rich. Who do you think will appreciate their wealth, their hard work even more? You know what I'm saying? The broke person. They know what it was like to be broke at the bottom, starting from nothing, and then putting in the hard work through years of grinding and working hard and learning from their mistakes and all of this just to get to this end result. While the other person, they just had it. They were just born with it. So they're a little more unappreciative. They're a little more bratty, a little more rude, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. You don't want to just focus on the end result because once you get it, you won't appreciate the hard work and the effort and the process it took to get there. So you could lose all of that progress you made, you could lose all of it if you ever even reach it. Now, along with that being said, enjoying the process, you also have to learn your mistake. That's why going through the course is important, going through the process. When you're in school, they give you classes, they give you study guides, they give you all of this. That way you can pass the end test. They don't just give you the test. Here's a test. No, they don't do that. Or if you're going for a certain job or position or a field or whatever, you have to go through a course and training. And after the course and training, then you take the final test or the final PT test or the final whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't just straight up get it. You have to actually go through the learning, learn from your mistakes, constantly improve, and then when you finally do get there, you can look back at it and appreciate the process, the route you had to take to get there. The second reason most people don't reach their goals is because they don't have a reason to. They don't have a reason to reach their goals. And that also goes along with your goals might not even be your goals. You might be trying to accomplish your parents' goal. They want you to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Social media. That person looks like his life is fun. I want to be like him. But you need to figure out what your goal is, and then why is that your goal? Is it your goal because it's your parents? Is it your goal because you saw it on social media? Or is it your goal because it will genuinely improve your life and make you more happy and fulfilled as a person? Why is it your goal? When you have a reason, I constantly like to say this. People like to do the debate between motivation and discipline and say motivation doesn't matter. It's all about discipline. You could be motivated, but unless you're disciplined, you will never succeed. And that's true. But don't you need a reason to stay disciplined? You need motivation first. The motivation will get you started, and then you need discipline to stay consistent. But first, you need the reason to start. Why is that your goal? You know what I'm saying? If your goal is to get in shape just to look good, that might not, and you don't necessarily have the motivation to stay disciplined. But if your goal is to get in shape because you might have a health condition and you want to expand your lifespan, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a little more healthy. You might have kids on the way and you want to be able to live with them and play sports with them and do all of this physical activity. You might want to go and explore nature. You know what I'm saying? That person is going to be way more likely to stay disciplined because they have a main reason motivating them to stay disciplined. So even when the motivation does go away, because motivation comes and goes, they know the reason they have to stay disciplined. And that's what's going to keep them going, staying consistent, consistently improving, looking back and reflecting like reason number one, and then chasing their goals the right way. The third reason, and I gotta say, this is probably the biggest reason, why most people don't reach their goals is because they're consistently trying to figure out how to skip through loopholes. They're consistently trying to take shortcuts. They're consistently trying to be inconsistent. That's what it is. Inconsistency. That's really all it is. From number 1 and 2, enjoying the process, and then the reason. It all comes to number 1, which is the consistency. The fact that you don't want to reach your goal. You act like you don't want to reach your goal. You wake up every day knowing you want to lose weight, but you sit in bed until 12 p.m. and then the first thing you eat when you wake up is a bowl of ice cream and a bag of chips and some soda. And you skip the gym. You say, I'm going to go tomorrow. You say, I'm going to go tomorrow every single day. Just getting started and staying consistent is the biggest reason why most people can't reach their goals, because they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be at 400 subscribers if I never started the channel. And then I wouldn't be at 400 subscribers if I never kept improving the channel. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through the process like I talked about in reason 1. I had to actually have a reason. What was the why? Like I talked about in reason 2. But at the end of the day, if I never started and never stayed consistent, which is reason 3, why most people can't reach their goals, I wouldn't have a 400 subscriber channel right now. I want to have a video with 1,000 views, a video of 700 views, a video of 600 views, like 10 videos with over 300 views, multiple videos with 100, 200 views. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost halfway towards 1,000 subscribers, and I'm 12% of the way towards the hours I need to get monetized. Monetizing isn't my goal for YouTube, but I would like to do that. And if I didn't start and consistently improve, I wouldn't be on the route that I'm on. I wouldn't be getting as close as I am. I know I'm not close, but it's like a snowball effect. Kind of like losing weight. Yeah, the first couple pounds feel like it's hard. You know, not water weight. The first actual pounds of fat. When you lose that, it's kind of hard. But once you get in the groove of it, you get used to this diet, you figure out you can really still eat delicious food. You can go out and work out. You can work out at home. You don't have to go and pay for a membership. You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out what works, and it's been working for a little bit, it's like a snowball effect. It gets better and better and better. Kind of like how they say saving your first $10,000 is the hardest, or saving your first $100,000 is the hardest, but then saving $1 million is easy. It's because now you already know what it takes to get there. You've already went through step 1, the process, so you know what it takes. You've already figured out step 2, reason 2, which is your reason. And now all you got to do is start and stay consistent, consistently improve. So all you got to do. Those are the 3 biggest reasons why most people never reach their goals. It's because they want to just skip to the end result. They just want to go straight to the money, straight to the riches. You know what I'm saying? Instead of learning, going through the process, the pain, the fact that you're going to want to give up sometimes and still pushing through, still not giving up. And then obviously they don't even have a reason. They just want to lose weight to look good. They just want to make money so they can buy things. They just want to, instead of, I want to retire my mom because she's been working her whole life. I want to be in shape because I have health conditions and I would really like to stay alive as long as I can for my kids. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't want to start. They don't actually want to stay consistent. They don't actually want that goal. Those are the 3 main reasons why most people never reach their goals. Now, I make videos like this often along with other topics, so please subscribe. Let's try to get to 500 subscribers by the end of next month. That's an average pace for me. I would really appreciate it. And you can go ahead and watch some of these other videos that might also influence you to take your life into your own hands to change your life for the better. With all that being said, remember, no matter what happens, as long as you're alive, life goes on.